Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about dash cams, and if you remember about a year ago I did a video on the top 5 most popular dash cams on Amazon, and if you haven't seen that I'll put a link to that right up here. But today I'm going to be talking about those higher end dash cams. The dash cams in the Amazon video were all $20, $30, $40 dash cameras. And while they do their job just fine for the money, we're going to be talking about high-end dash cameras today and what you get when you spend a little bit of extra money, or a lot of bit of extra money, and what features you're going to get, and is it worth it to upgrade. And that's a decision you're probably going to have to make. I can't tell you whether it's worth it, but I'm going to show you what features you get when you spend a bit more money on a high-end dash camera versus one of those cheaper ones. As a quick side note, this video is sponsored by blackboxmycar.com, who were cool enough to send over one of the dash cameras you're going to see today so that you can check it out. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. In my Amazon dash camera video, most of the dash cams we looked at were kind of like this. Very similar profile and average quality. They say 1080p, but it's okay quality. They cost right in the neighborhood of $20 to $30, and they do the job. They're nothing fancy. They usually will record onto a micro SD card. They may or may not have a built-in GPS, usually not. And they don't have a whole lot of features, but they do the job. For years though, this was my dash camera of choice. This is the Pioneer ND DVR100. I really like this form factor. It sits right up in the windshield, out of the way. It's got a nice screen, simple menu layout, and it shoots 1080p, and it's good quality video. Shoots straight onto a micro SD card like pretty much every dash camera, and I really like it. It was my go-to dash camera for years, and I recommended it to hundreds of people. Then we stepped up a little bit. So then we have this dash camera from Blackvue. This is the Blackvue DR750 2-channel. So this is a 4K dash camera with a 4K front channel, and then it's a 1080p rear-facing channel. So it actually comes with 2 separate cameras that link together, and it's feature-rich. It's got every feature you'd ever think of in a dash camera, including, I believe, cloud support, so you can get your videos in the cloud. It's awesome. And then there's this one. This is the one we're going to spend most of our time talking about today. It's brand new from Blackvue. This is the DR750 2-channel LTE. This has a SIM card built in, not included, that allows it to connect to an LTE network for real-time streaming and uploading of videos and that sort of thing. So we're going to kind of look at this one today because this is about as top end as it gets. Now, it's not 4K. I don't know if they're going to be offering a 4K version with this. It's 1080p front and back. But this is what we're going to be looking at today. So we'll take a look at the actual camera here real quick. So this is the front camera. And you can see it, they offer a very easy way to remove it from the mount there, and most of the business that you're going to deal with goes on this side. So we have the connection to the rear camera, a format button for the micro SD card, a button for Wi-Fi power, and if you open this, that exposes the micro SD card slot. Also on the front of it, right here is a little slot, and that's where the Nano, I think it's a Nano SIM, that's where that's going to go. So I was a little worried about this. This is the rear camera, and because I have a truck, the window is vertical and not at an angle. So I was a little worried, but if you notice, the mounting pad for the camera is just a little bit more proud than the actual lens, so it should sit flush against my rear window, no problem. So it's not optimal, but because of the stripes on my back window, I had to mount the camera a little lower than the top, and because I didn't want it right in the middle of my sight picture through that center back window, I mounted it a little off to the side, but that shouldn't be a major problem. It's still pretty centered and should have a pretty clear view. I just didn't want it to be right in the middle of my sight picture when I'm looking through my rearview mirror. And I didn't really think there was going to be enough room above that top stripe to get it to peek through without there being a big black line through the video. So this should be fine, it's just not optimal. So setup was actually really easy on my phone. It broadcasts its own little Wi-Fi network, and you just connect to that, and that allows you to change all of the settings, and there's a lot of settings in there, which was actually really good, like parking mode settings, push notification settings, storage settings, quality settings. A lot of customization in there that way beyond what you get in the normal like $20, $30 cameras. But I like being able to do it on my phone. That's a lot easier than scrolling through some kind of arbitrary menu on a cheap camera.
Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this dash cam. You can see here you get push notifications if your car has an impact while parked, and it records that video, which you can view on your phone pretty much immediately. The video quality is pretty good. I don't have the audio recording here, but both the front and rear camera are 1080p, and they look pretty good. One of the features it'll give you is that if it's in parking mode and it detects an impact, it will notify you the next time you get in the vehicle.
An impact was detected during parking mode.
Here's some nighttime footage, well, albeit not great because I've got the camera pointed straight to the sky. You can get a general idea of the quality of the video here. Nighttime is always hard for any dash cam, but I think this is plenty usable.
So I just got back from the T-Mobile store where I got a SIM card to put in my dash cam, and it took them a minute to figure out how to set this up to work in a dash cam, but once they got it figured out, it was no problem. You can use AT&T or T-Mobile. I just chose T-Mobile, and I was able to get a prepaid data-only SIM card for about $25 per month based on the data limit that I chose. Now that's 6 gigabytes per month, but they also offer a cheaper one at $15 per month for 2 gigabytes, and I think that's probably plenty if you're careful, but I wanted to give myself some headroom. So $25 a month, and that has LTE, that enables the LTE function on this dash cam. Now I checked all the features, the push notifications, the live view, the GPS tracking, you know, there's a remote firmware update. I mean, it all works great. I love a lot of the features on this dash cam, like the push notifications, the parking mode, the live view, all that kind of stuff. It's super convenient. The push notifications, I mean, I use that all the time. If there's ever, you know, a bump on my truck or something, I'll know. Live view is just nice just in case, I guess, but GPS tracking is cool as well. The video quality is great. I like having the dual channel, the front and rear. That's super convenient because most accidents, I mean, I guess you get rear-ended a lot, right? I mean, as long as you're not hitting stuff, it's nice to have that rear channel. Install was super easy. Just proprietary barrel connectors for all the connections. The 12-volt cigarette lighter plug-in, super easy. And they included all these little wire clips so that you can secure the wires up and out of the way. Super easy install. It took me 30 minutes or so. No big deal. Do you think that the cost is justified by all these features? It's an investment. It's quite a bit more expensive than those other dash cams. So I want to hear your opinion. Do you think that a dash cam in this price point, $400 to $500, is worth it, plus the monthly LTE feature, or do you think it's not? I'd like to hear your opinion in the comment section down below. Also, I want to make a huge shout out to blackboxmycar.com, since they were cool enough to sponsor this video and send me this dash cam for you guys to see. It's their brand new model and they wanted you guys to check it out, so they sent it to me for free so that I could review it for you and show you a little bit how it works. If you want to purchase one of these, I would urge you to check out their website, since they were cool enough to sponsor my video. At least check it out. If you want to do so, there is a link in the description below that will be an affiliate link that gives me a small percentage of your total purchase to help keep this channel going. It also lets them know that I sent you, so that they know that sponsoring this video was worthwhile for them. If you like this video, click on that thumbs up button. If you really like this video and you want to see more of them, click the subscribe button and that bell icon next to it so that you get notifications anytime I upload a video. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it.